history of industrial progress is a story of combinations. Combinations of ideas in one field with ideas in another. The principles of streamlining are applied to aircraft design, and aviation takes a giant step forward. The principles of hydraulics are applied to railroad brakes, and railroading achieves a new dimension of safety. The stationary diesel is used to move vehicles, and a new measure of economy and power comes to transportation. The articulated steering principle is applied to rubber-tired loaders, and greater productivity through greater maneuverability is the result. Now another significant advance has been made with the introduction of the articulated design to rubber-tired loaders in the formerly rigid frame 2 to 3 cubic yard class. The new international articulated loader, the HOUGH H65C, capacity 7,500 pounds, incorporating at least 6 major design changes. Now, the same articulated design that made heavier loaders more efficient producers goes to work for operators of the smaller capacity machine, contractors, municipalities, builders, developers, underground tunnelers, batch plant operators, sand and gravel suppliers. In fact, anyone who needs a loader of this capacity. A rubber-tired machine that can move from job to job under its own power. Whatever the job, the H65C means shorter turns, less travel, quicker maneuvering, and faster loading cycles. Articulation to 34 degrees, left or right of center. Positioning of the bucket is possible by steering action alone. The bucket sweeps through a wide horizontal arc, which makes load spotting in the truck easy. It also ensures a more even placement of the load in less time, without further maneuvering or movement of the payloader unit. Look at this machine through the eyes of the operator. He wants a loader that is easy and safe to operate. He has it in the H65C. Its design is unique. He sits on the forward load-carrying end of the unit, not the rear. The exclusive articulated design, proven in larger payloader models, has now been applied to the H65C. This feature provides perfect visibility at all times. There is no head turning, no neck twisting to follow the load, no impaired visibility as on machines where the operator sits on the rear unit. Wherever the load turns, far right or far left, he is always facing it with a minimum of fatigue. The bucket and working area are always directly in front of him. His view is unobstructed by boom arms or bucket cylinders. On the H65C, boom pivots are mounted ahead of the operator compartment. The ideal position for overall vision and minute-to-minute safety. The bucket control, a powerful single-cylinder unit, is centrally located on a steep sloping front. This unit, in combination with the long lever arms and bell crank, provides the maximum sustained breakout effort throughout the entire bucket rollback action. When working near walls, curbs, embankments, and fill edges, operation is easy, fast, and safe. The articulated steering design not only provides for maximum maneuverability with low rolling resistance and accurate grading potential, but at all times, the operator knows the location of his rear wheels. Safety. That's the H65C's middle name. Safety in operation. Safety in getting in or out of the walk-in compartment, thanks to handrails and open-step safety ladders on both sides of the machine. Operator comfort, too. The bucket seat is easily adjustable to the operator's favorite working position. All controls are conveniently console mounted. Rear cab windows slide open. With the side windows open, too, they provide comfortable three-point ventilation. Comfort, safety, and 100% visibility for all work. That's the new H65C. Let's look at this loader through your eyes, the eyes of the user. Whatever the load, you want it moved fast, as much of it as possible at a time, at the lowest possible cost. You want a machine that's a real worker, built to keep on working. A machine with maximum availability, easy to service, easy to maintain. You have all the things in the H65C that are missing in other loaders of its type. The get up and go of the H65C is evident the moment you get the first bucket load. With its larger throat opening and an increased flat bottom area, the bucket is designed for capacity loads every time. The cutting edge is of the arrowhead type, welded to the stiffener plates for maximum rigidity, longer life. This also protects a larger bucket area and retains the wear area where it should be. 7 bottom runners absorb the skidding action and act as further reinforcement. Bucket pivot sections are wide-shouldered and boast the longest hinge pins in the industry. Dumping stresses are thus spread over a wide area to eliminate bucket side sway. Pivot pins are held in place by a shouldered pin lock to prevent rotation and wear. Cord ring seals protect them from dirt and hold the grease in the bushings. This means longer life and much less maintenance. Grease periods are on a 50-hour interval, not daily or a matter of every 8 hours, as with some competitive machines. The powerful single bucket cylinder and single bucket linkage also means less wear points with less maintenance and fewer parts to service and replace. Its position keeps the piston rod away from possible spillage. This is common sense hydraulics in action. The full power forward stroke is for digging, lifting, and breakout. Here, the larger piston area receives the full force of total volume. The return stroke handles lowering and bucket dumping actions that are fast and require less effort. Bucket tip-back breakout action is at ground level. Load carry position is close and low. These features, plus the H65C's longer wheelbase and better weight distribution, result in more perfect balance and greater stability under the roughest conditions. The booms are rugged and simple, and of the full box section design, providing strength with the least amount of weight. Long lever arms for the lift cylinders give maximum effort for digging and breakout. The simplified boom mechanism has from 4 to 10 fewer pivot and grease points than competitive loaders. Again, that important benefit of fewer parts to service and maintain. Lifting capacity is greater. Maximum dumping and working clearances are greater than the average of competitive loaders. Greater, too, is the forward reach from the front tire to the bucket edge when dumped. Easier, problem-free spot loading every time. The loader and steering system of the H65C is controlled by a demand valve, controlled in turn by the engine speed. Oil gets where it's needed, when it's needed, on demand. The main hydraulic valve is mounted on the right side of the front frame, away from the operator's compartment. Less noise, less heat, easier ground-level servicing. The entire hydraulic system is closed and pressure-controlled to keep out airborne dust and moisture, another feature unique to the H65C. The new oil reservoir is cylindrical and of the vessel-type design, which permits the entire top to be removed for thorough maintenance and easy servicing of the full-flow micronic filtering system. The newly developed drivetrain in the H65C is synonymous with its larger counterparts. Here is heavy-duty power, which in combination with the proven international diesel engine makes the H65C more powerful than its closest competitor. Also unique to the H65C is a separate oil-to-air radiator for cooling transmission and torque converter oil. This is a HOUGH exclusive found only on payloader units. A two-stage dry-type air cleaner mounted under the hood as a protection against tire throwback protects the engine under the dustiest conditions. Longer engine life is the result. The H65C transmission is full power shift, 3-speed, full reversing, constant mesh with balanced rotating hydraulic clutches. These are oil pressurized, cooled and lubricated for steady trouble-free operation. No stopping for range shifts is necessary. Once on the move, the H65C moves. The engine and torque converter are matched to the requirements of the entire drivetrain. Power for hydraulic needs is always available regardless of the load. The exceptional power-to-weight ratios of these units results in unmatched performance under all conditions. Power transfer differentials on both axles encourage maximum tractive effort. When one wheel has better footing than the other on the same axle, it automatically receives up to 38% more torque. Heavy-duty planetary drives provide the greatest possible gear reduction at the point of final power application, in the wheel hubs. Yes, there's power to go and to keep going, and easy controlled power to stop. The new H65C has 4-wheel air-over-hydraulic power brakes, all of which are sealed against dust and dirt. Dual foot brake pedals give the operator the choice of braking with or without the transmission engaged. This is another safety and convenience feature pioneered by HOUGH. The left pedal disengages the transmission, letting more power go to the hydraulic system as it's needed. The right pedal applies the brakes with the transmission engaged for more direct stopping action. Brakes may be removed for servicing without disturbing the planetary, another exclusive and an important saving in labor and downtime. Yes, the H65C Payloader is the rubber-tired loader of the future, with no less than 6 new developments to set it apart in its class. A variety of buckets ranging from 2 cubic yards to 4.5 cubic yards are available to meet your various job and material requirements. In addition, the H65C can be applied with a side dump bucket to meet your job requirements where a bucket of this type can be of special advantage. You are assured of new on-demand hydraulics with all the power you need when it's needed. A new dimension in maneuverability. The articulated design provides for faster, effortless productivity. Less time is lost in backing and positioning. New power in the specially oil-cooled drivetrain. New convenience and safety in the H65C's powerful, efficient braking system. Largest bucket pins in the industry for steadier, no-sway bucket action. Independent box construction booms with fewer pivot and grease points for easier service and maintenance. Cord ring seals to keep dust out and lubricant in for longer pivot life, and longer, more productive time between greasings. A separate transmission and torque converter with its own oil cooling system for greatest cooling efficiency. Proven features, time-tested in the larger payloader machines through years of rugged service. Features tested and inspected by the most modern and sophisticated testing equipment. Electronic stress and strain gauges, engine, transmission, and chassis dynamometers, hydraulic testing equipment, all for the purpose of maintaining top quality, all for the purpose of offering you a payloader rubber-tired loader, unmatched in consistent, trouble-free, easy-to-maintain performance. A machine that is ready when you want it, to do any job you want it to do, to cut the time from load to dump, from dump to load. A machine built to work, to keep on working, to do more work, more efficiently than any machine of its kind. Another great advance in payloader rubber-tired loader operation, the H65C. Another international HOUGH first in this capacity range of rubber-tired loader units. A machine which can be so aptly described as a product of experience.